All right, guys, here's the classwork for section 2.1. Go ahead and work on this, and then we'll get back together and go over the answers. So press pause here until everyone is done. All right, so let's start with number 1. Describe the solutions of 2p greater than 8 in words. So let's see, 2p greater than 8. Now we know that 2 times 4 makes 8, right? So if we let p equal 4, that's going to be 2 times 4 greater than 8, which is going to be 8 greater than 8. 8 is obviously not greater than 8. They're the same. So 4 seems to be our threshold. And just to make sure, say we didn't know that, we could try a number smaller. So p is 3. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Greater than, yes, okay. So right, 8 is not greater than 8. So then let's try p equals 3 and see what happens there. We have 6 greater than 8, and 6 is not greater than 8, so no. So if I have a little number line, I have 4, 3, 5. All right, let's see. If I do p is equal to 5, that's 2 times 5 greater than 8. 2 times 5 is 10, greater than 8. That is correct. So 5 works. So it seems that, let's see, let's try 6. 2 times 6 greater than 8 is going to be 12 greater than 8, which is true. So every number that is bigger than 4, right, makes this true. So all the numbers that way of 4. So we would write the solution of 2p greater than 8 are numbers greater than 4. And that would be our answer for that one. All right, let's move on to number 2, where we have to graph those inequalities. Oh, hang on, guys. I was helping my daughter with her math, so that's what that is. All right, onward. So the first one we are going to graph is c is greater than, 2.5. So let's draw our line. Our key number here is 2.5. Let's draw some to the other side. So 3, 3.5. Over here we're going to do 2, 1.5. All right, 2.5 is our key number that we are looking at. Now, does it include that 2.5 or not? No, because it's just greater than. It doesn't have a little line on the bottom. So our little bag is empty, right? We're going to have an empty circle. And we want all the c's that are bigger than, greater than 2.5. Whoa. Hang on. All right. My computer's possessed by the powers of Satan, but we already know this. All right, so all the numbers bigger than 2.5 are going to be all the numbers to the right. Right? Because 3 is bigger, 3.5 is bigger, blah, blah, blah. So that would be our graph. Next, we have 2 to the second minus 4 greater than or equal to w. Oh, they're gonna make us work a little bit for this one. So let's figure out what this is first. Order of exponents. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. She is not well. So we're going to do parentheses first. We don't have any, but we do have an exponent right here. So 2 to the second power means 2 times 2, which is 4 minus 4 greater than or equal to 0. W. 4 minus 4 is 0. All right, so our key number is 0. We can now graph. So we have 0, and then 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. All right, so here they switched the order on us, which is fine. You could switch it to put the W first if you want, but then you have to switch all the signs, so you would have to write it like this, right? Because you still want the 0 to be smaller than the W to be smaller than the 0. Or we could do it like this. So we've got, first of all, are we going to include that 0 or not? We are, because we have that little line on the bottom meaning or equal to. So does that mean we're going to have an open circle or a closed one? We're going to have a filled in circle. Remember, that circle is full. It's full of the number 0. 0 is included, so he's in the little bag. All right. Now, let's read what this says right here. This says 0 greater than or equal to W, which means 0 is bigger than W. Oops. So that means 0 right here has to be bigger than all our possible W's. So does that mean, can this be W? No, because 1 is bigger than 0. We want 0 to be the biggest. So could this be a possible W? The negative 1. Yes, it can. This could be W. This could also be W. This cannot be W. So therefore, our arrow is going to point that way. All the numbers that are less than 0. So even if it's not in the right order where the variable is first, you can just ask yourself, that key number, do I want my variable to be bigger than it or smaller than it? And then that'll tell you which way your arrow needs to go. All right, so last one for the graphing, we have m is less than or equal to negative 3. Our key number here is negative 3. So let's write some on the other side. We have negative 2, negative 1, negative 4, negative 5. And negative 3 is our key number. First things first, is that going to be an empty circle or a filled in circle? Is it going to include the negative 3 or not? It is, because it's got that little line on the bottom. So our circle is full. It's got the negative 3 in it. It is full and happy, so we draw a filled in circle. Now, we want all the m's that are less than negative 3, right? All the m's smaller than negative 3, which is going to be all the ones to the left. And that's it. All right, so for number 3, they gave us this graph. Oh, let me draw the arrow. All right. And they want us to write the inequality. All right, so I'm going to write my variable. My key number right here is the 2.5. All right, so we have an open circle, which means that we do not include the 2.5. So we're looking at either that guy or that guy, no little line on the bottom. It's pointing to the left, which are all the numbers smaller than 2.5. So we say that all the x's are less than 2.5. And that's that. All right, so number 4 says a store's employees earn at least $8.25 an hour. Define a variable and write the inequality and then graph it. So the employees earn at least $8.25 per hour. Oops. So let's see, the key words here are at least. So that means the smallest amount that they are going to earn is 8.25. In other words, they earn 8.25 or more. Okay? So let's see. X, 8.25. So 8.25 here. That is the least amount. That is the smallest amount they could possibly make. So it includes the 8.25, right? Because that is the threshold bottom. So we're going to go ahead and color that in. Now, they make 8.25 or more. So they're going to make this way. So that means all our possible x's are greater than or equal to 8.25. And that is our graph for it. And that's it for that.